Welcome to the first ever episode of CTC's Dream Show, starring Nana!
Oh, that was great.
Wow. Thank you for being our first ever dreamer to be on the Dream Show, Nana.
Thank you for having
Thanks
me.
for your
I'm
bravery.
excited to be here.
So to give our viewers a little bit of background, what was it, a little over a week ago,
Yeah.
CTC had its first ever Dream Day, which is now going to be every first Monday of the month, where we bring all of our dreamers from the Tell Me Your Dreams program together, and anyone who has a new dream to declare gets to announce it publicly in front of the company. And we have a party and pop some bottles of champagne and really have a great celebration. So,
Correction, it was Martinelli's, but
it was
we'll
Martinelli's.
say it's champagne.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make us look better. So Nana was one of our dreamers who shared her dream last Monday at Dream Day, and so I have invited her here so that she can give you guys a more in-depth view of what Tell Me Your Dreams and Dream Day and just dreaming in general looks like. So Nana, why don't you kick us off first of all by telling us, what is your dream?
So my dream in, I guess, however few words I can describe it in, was my dream originally was just to become like a great leader. But that's like a little intangible, if that's a word. But so to make it more tangible and kind of go full circle, the whole point of becoming a leader is to kind of spread that knowledge you have and just keep continuing that leadership on. So my dream by the end of the year is to help develop another leader here at CTC.
I love that. It was a very unique dream that you shared at Dream Day. And let me clarify, no two dreams at Dream Day were anything alike.
They're like snowflakes.
Right. But yours especially was very unique and has a direct impact on the culture here at CTC. But I'm curious, is there somebody who was a leader for you that kind of inspired you to choose this as your dream?
Man, I think a lot of people here, to be honest. I think to call out specifically one person, obviously Taylor. I think he leads by example. I know, obviously. I'm not just getting that, saying that for brownie points, but he definitely
She wants a raise.
he leads by example in every sense of that, like, I don't know what I'm saying, but he leads by example. And he does a great job at it, and he holds true to what he believes in, and he, you know, just cares so deeply about those around him. So, I don't know. And then down to the people on my team that I started out on 3TC, they all inspired me to become a better leader or just like a better support for everyone around me. And yeah, just to have a voice here at CTC.
So Taylor is one of the people who inspired you to declare your dream as becoming a leader. And then tell us what your next steps are in following through and pursuing that.
Yeah, so my first step was to define the person I was going to mentor, if you will. And I have declared that, which is awesome. I'm going to be working closely with Lauren Schwartz here. She's another designer here. And I'm just really excited to get that going. And I'm very appreciative of her patience in advance because I've never really been a mentor before, so it'll be a learning curve for both of us for sure. But she's up for the challenge, which is great.
This is literally a match made in heaven. I mean, from what I know of you and Lauren, I can't wait to see what you guys accomplish together.
Thanks, we're pretty stoked.
So that's what your dream is moving forward. Can you give us a little bit of background on the Tell Me Your Dreams program from your perspective? Maybe like give us some insight on what was going on in your head walking into that first meeting with Tommy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a blind date setup.
It definitely is a blind date. I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I never had any form of like therapy or like just talk about yourself for almost an hour. Like that's just so not me or who I am. But He's very, very, very welcoming and easy to talk to, and you could tell that just like from the first smile he gives you when walking up. So it was a great process. It was a lot of just getting to know each other in the first few meetings, and like maybe while you're in it, you're kind of just like, oh, what's happening or what's the process going to be like? But the more you go and like looking back on hindsight, that just genuine communication is everything.
Now, obviously not everybody has an incredible therapist like Tommy at their disposal to process their dreams with.
Yep.
So for the people watching who don't have a Tell Me Your Dreams program, what were some of the things that you and Tommy did that maybe you could do on your own at home to kind of explore yourself and identify your dreams?
I think
the Strength Finders, I know you guys went through that book.
Yes, that was extremely helpful. And then that kind of just like sets the tone of what you potentially are good at, and like some of it like seems like you could guess, and he actually did a process of like, okay, guess what you think you're gonna be, and then some of them are right, but some of them came as like a surprise, and which was kind of neat, and they all luckily seemed like qualities that I guess leaders are supposed to have, so that was working well in my favor, which came as a surprise. But I think actually taking that kind of put me in the direction of wanting to pursue being a leader, because maybe it pointed out stuff that maybe I didn't realize was there. But yeah, that's one thing. And then for leadership specifically, he had me read a fantastic book that helped, I think, just with confidence, because one, it points out things that you can definitely work on as a leader, but then it points out things that, like qualities you may have in you that you don't realize that relate to being a leadership. So just like little things that you wouldn't think of that defines being a great leader, but it points it out, and it's pretty cool to see. What
were one of those qualities?
Oh man, I don't know. I'll have to look back.
We'll start a book club.
Yeah,
we can talk about it. Awesome. So Dream Day specifically, I know it's super vulnerable to get up and declare in front of 70 people what your dream is. So tell me a little bit about what declaring your dream was like for you.
Well, this lady right here developed a very awesome day and created a way and an environment of just making you feel at home and comfortable. There's this awesome chant that we do, not to give too much away, but that really does help break down like the awkwardness in the room. And I went last, and at first I was like, oh man, I have to be the last, like that's kind of nerve-wracking, but like seeing other people stand up and do it before me was just really comforting. And luckily at CTC, everyone here is honestly like friends and family, so being vulnerable is okay, but yeah, it was a great experience overall.
Totally.
And I'm really excited I did it.
Yeah, we get lucky with the people here. Nobody really has the too cool for school syndrome.
Yeah, I mean, we're all cool, but not too cool.
But to get 70 people together chanting, send that dream, that's unheard of. We work with special people.
Yeah.
So thanks for being vulnerable and doing that. Thanks. And for being here and being vulnerable as well to our web viewers out there. Before we close out, something that I think everybody else would be appreciative to know is if you, after having gone through the Tell Me Your Dreams process, have any advice for the world's dreamers out there.
Yeah, I think, for the world's dreamers or specifically at CTC?
Oh, if you have both, I would love to hear them.
I guess they go kind of hand in hand. But for TMYD program, I think like just trusting yourself and trusting the process and trusting Tommy or Brian is everything, because like I said, a lot of my dream took on many different forms when we started, and a lot of like the communication and just like day-to-day chatting that I had with Tommy is really what stemmed the idea. And just he's really patient and really great at listening and like seeing qualities in yourself that maybe you didn't know, and then turning that into something, if that makes sense. But just trusting yourself and going with your gut and feeling, and then kind of just highlighting your own qualities that you might have and turning that into something bigger.
I love it. Thank you for being here, Nana.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being a part of our first dream show.
Bye.